Nick Inskip to come in up here today. Thanks also for making time to come out tonight. I'll hand it over to you.
There you go. Wow, I'm impressed. Look at all these faces. I didn't know so many people interested in tax. I'm from the IDTI, R&D Tax Institute, part of MBIE, and we're not going to talk too much about tax tonight. But the very interesting thing is that the companies I deal with are companies like yours. They're small companies. They're not huge companies. They're people who are not spending a huge amount of money on R&D, but they are spending money on R&D. Those companies are the ones that are innovating in this country. It's not just about staying in business and making a bit of money. It's about being innovative, improving productivity, moving forward, and actually increasing the amount that our GDP is per person. That's the real measure at the end of the day. Fantastic hearing these great speakers we've done today. There's so many areas that I agree with, and I really congratulate you all on being here. And thank you to Shailesh for his great efforts in putting this together today. As I said, I'm in the R&D tax incentive area. I've been around talking to a few people today. I know some of you are doing R&D, which is great. But if you're not doing R&D, maybe you know somebody who's doing R&D. So you are the important people for getting the word out there. Just the same as this organization is a great organization coming together to get the word out there. So I really hope you can all take some of the words we're talking about today forward and pass them on if you're not doing R&D yourself. IDTI has 15% tax incentive on the R&D that people are doing. I'm not going to go into all the details today. This is not really the place to do that. And Shailesh has invited me to come back sometime and run some workshops with you, either myself or my fellow IDTI person right here, Sophina. She's a real brilliant person at these things. So yeah, but we're always happy to get out and talk to people and help you access these things. It's fascinating to hear about the need to reduce bureaucracy and those sorts of things, because when RDTI was actually formed, the intent was it would be formed so you could do it. So you didn't have to go out and find a lawyer. It was totally unsuccessful. There were too many layers put in, too many controls and everything else. But there was a report done 5 years ago that told us how bad it was. And out of that, they formed our team that we became part of to make things easier. And today we have a lot of resources and a lot of help available. So how are we doing in terms of the country and as RDTI? I thought it would be worth just sharing a few stats with you and things. Our spend is actually increasing. This is the spend on R&D from business, not from government necessarily. You can see there's actually a bit bumpy. We went through a few issues here, but it's still climbing, and that's in percentage. It's not a fantastic percentage, but it is moving in the right direction. So as a country, we're doing something right. And if I had to ask myself where that's coming from, it is the smaller companies. They're the ones taking those first steps to try and move forward. And by the numbers, this is for IDTI. We've now supported $8.5 billion worth of R&D done by business. That's $1.2 billion has been given out over the period of the program. And we work with about 2,200 companies over that period. So there's quite a lot of people out there that we've worked with, or touched, or been involved with, or helped them get their applications in and access that money. It is designed to be a simple process, and it is. Now, insights from the 5-year evaluation is the majority of RDTI new entrants to government was really about small firms, little companies. That's really amazing. People hear about the big companies and how much they're spending, and they do. But it's the small companies that are really coming in and making this work. Our engagement team is seen as part of the evaluation that was done as being really valuable in doing that. And this is where government's made a great investment in putting a small team together to actually work with customers and come out wherever you need us to try and help you. So engagement team contributes support to customers about understanding their eligibility criteria. What is R&D? I'm not going to go into that today, but we can make you all into experts on this. And if you're really keen, we actually have got a hack on how to be able to complete the forms in 1 hour. And Sabrina's an expert on that, absolutely. So if you talk to us, we might share that with you. We supported 101 companies just in that 3-month period, November to January. These are new companies coming in, just in a 3-month period. So things are definitely moving despite everything else happening in the economy. We're working on a guide to using AI. You know, AI is everywhere today. A lot of people we deal with in the digital space are working on AI. We're working on a guide to help companies use that to fill out forms. Why not make it easier? And that'll be out shortly. The other thing we found, especially with small companies, often they have lots of small projects. You know, and the original inception for RDTI was that people would be doing a project or two, but some companies are doing 10 or 12 projects. So we put together a trial of a new tool to help people capture the information they need to make it easier to fill those out. That trial is ongoing now, and it's actually led by Sabrina. So definitely if you're doing lots of small things, talk to us. We can be part of that trial and see if it's working. If it isn't, we're happy to change it. We're really looking for that input from people. Use something now, okay, emerging trends. R&D participation uptake is accelerating. There's more and more companies coming into the scheme. Now, some of that, I suspect, is because times are tough. People are trying to find every dollar to keep doing what they're doing. And that's great. If it means they do that rather than give up on R&D, that's going to be really good for us in the long term. I said before, and this is an emerging trend again, new entrants are increasingly coming from small companies. So the fact that this organisation is coming to be now is really fantastic because it means, you know, you're giving life to something already going on, which is wonderful. And our application processing times is getting shorter and shorter and shorter all the time. That means we're getting better and better and better. Okay, so messages, because more businesses are engaging than before, that we want to keep talking about this with people. So we'll be looking for input from Shailesh and all of you on how we can do things better. We really have always been the voice of the customer, which is you, in presenting a view to government. That's only one pathway, and now you're going to have another pathway. So it's really a powerful time for all of you to get out there and have a say, and also tell us, because we're always looking to improve what we're doing. We're very, very active, or proactive in RDTI. Happy to collaborate with anybody who wants to amplify the message. So if you have networks out there, let us know. Happy to come and talk to anybody. We want to share some of the success stories. I did have a whole bunch of those on the previous slide that I didn't put up, but we asked people for endorsements, asked them, what did you find? And we get hugely good feedback. I mean, it's, we do surveys, we get like 90–95% people saying how wonderful we are, which is great. It's not us though, it's actually the scheme. It does work, and it's very simple, and it's easy to engage with, and that's what people like. This is our team. So there's only a handful of us, and you might find that will get through to one of us. And if you need to talk to any particular person with expertise, try and organise that too. We're all from industry, we're all technical people, we came into government to provide this help, not because we're from government. So, but if you're not ready for something like RDTI, you just want to take your first steps of moving forward with R&D, perhaps a grant is a better option for you. Criteria is very similar. With a grant, of course, it's co-funding, so it's not a tax rebate. So 40-60 split, and it's up to 2 years. You can have this, and it isn't that hard to actually access, providing you're doing R&D and you've got the right ideas in there. So have a think about that. That's a possibility for you. Now, there's some talk before about, hiring, students who come in from overseas and all the rest of those sorts of things. Sometimes you just need a little extra help with that too. So there is the experience grant available. Again, it's competitive, you have to apply for it, and have a good reason for having it. If you're doing R&D, you might be able to get funding for a student, come and spend some time with you, and just get you to that next level, and provide that little bit of expertise. But beyond that, we've got the career grants as well. So this is where somebody's come in to do the higher education, the masters, the PhD. Often it's a risk. You know, we heard from somebody before say it's a risk if you hire somebody that may work out or not. Well, this is a way of finding out. You could hire somebody, get them in for 6 months, get some money to help pay for them. And what I find, talking to people I deal with, many of them hang on to these people. You know, they come in, they work hard, they find they're really good, and if they're a good fit, they stay. And this is how we grow this country. This is what we need to do, grow our innovation. So that's pretty much it for me. I can carry on forever, but I won't. Thank you for listening. We'll start to see more of me in the future. Again, thanks to everybody who put this together. What a tremendous effort, all the speakers. I'm super impressed to be here today. And you can scan that and get through to us easily. My details are there as well. If you want to contact me personally, my phone number and my email address is Nicholas Inskip, very easy to remember, .Inskip, .MB. So it's, if you need to talk to us, just reach out and we'll make sure we organise some time with you. The kind of things we offer are to take people through a 1 hour session, what it's all about, share the hack with you, make you into an expert so you can go and do it yourself. And then we're happy to review your applications before you put them in. Good quality goes in, less hassles for you, less hassles for the assessment team, plus the processing team. So that's us. Thank you very much.
I guess we can go to the website and find out what counts as R&D. I've got a free-meal restaurant and working on a new chicken recipe. We're going to take on KFC.
That's Rita does come from the food tech area. She's the expert.
It comes from the food tech area. Oh, okay, that's what you know. Ah, okay. So I guess we go to the website, we give you a call. We got the slide up there. We saw, it looks like there's about 6 people in the team. So we can get in touch with them, give them a call. That's pretty cool. Thanks Shalish for bringing out great guys like Nick, because, you know, I never would have known that this even existed. And I'm assuming we're paying tax towards this, so we should take full advantage of this. So hands up in this room, who here has a business or knows of a business that actually does R&D? Okay, who's thinking in the back of their mind like, oh, maybe I'll consider doing some R&D. I'm going to save 15% tax, yeah? I think, yeah. I think we want to know what classifies as R&D, so we're going to be calling you. What was that? Software, IT, digital companies are included. Okay, all right. And food technology. Just the recipe thing, maybe not. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. All right. Well, the phone is going to be ringing tomorrow, probably. So you just got yourself busy there. Yes. Oh yeah. We've got to get you your photo. Our sponsor. Thank you so much, Byron, for sponsoring the event. There you go. Are you happy with that lighting, or should we get them over here where it's not? What's that? Forward? Come forward. Guys, you've got a projector on your face. You can get another one down there. Photographer can take a photo. Okay. All right.